Welcome to another episode of Invigorate Your Business with George Stroumboulis. Today, I sit down with one of the funniest guys on the internet. His name is Neema Naz. You have surely seen some of his skits online over the years. He is a successful stand-up comic. He has opened for some of the biggest names in the world, including Howie Mandel, Theo and Russell Peters. His skits and comedy has been recognized by some of the biggest entertainers in the world, including Gary Vaynerchuk, Kevin Hart, and so many other people. He's a proud Canadian immigrant upbringing, and today we're going to sit down and talk about the business of comedy. We're going to dissect everything, and we're going to laugh along the way. So enjoy this episode starting now. My name is George Stroumboulis, and I'm extremely passionate about traveling the world, meeting new people, and learning about new businesses. Join me as I sit down with other entrepreneurs to learn about their journeys. This episode of Invigorate Your Business starts now. Okay, man, we're going to jump into this.
Let's do it.
We got our coffees, we got our waters.
That's it, baby.
I'm going to start off just reading a little intro about you. For the people that know you, they know you. The ones that don't, they're going to find out.
100%.
All right. So my guest today is someone who needs no introduction. If you've ever scrolled through your feed and actually laughed out loud, Neema Naz, a Toronto-born comedian, actor, and content creator who's gone from the local scene to performing on international stages, literally. He's opened for legends like Russell Peters, Theo, Howie Mandel, and he's done it while staying unapologetically himself, which is very important. Online, he's a force. Over 2 billion views, that's with a B, across platforms and recognition from some of the biggest names in entertainment: Gary Vee, David Goggins, Gordon Ramsay, Kevin Hart, even Andrew Schultz. What I personally love about Neema is that behind the jokes, there's discipline, there's business sense, and there's heart. He's built a global audience by turning everyday life, culture, family, and immigrant hustle into comedy that actually connects. I caught his show last night in Irvine with my wife and family, and he literally laughed the entire time, not joking. Today, we're diving into it all, the business behind the laughs, the grind behind the content. Neema Naz, welcome to the show, brother.
Wow. What an intro.
Did we cover it?
No, not at all.
Not at all, eh?
You completely butchered it.
Dude, it's impressive. It's impressive. So I just talk about last night, man. Like, I got to see your show in Irvine, California, Orange County, took my wife, and then got 2 extra tickets. I brought my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law who've never heard of you before, right? They're down here in California, and they came to the show, and we'll build up to you, but even building up your opening acts, hilarious. The energy was great. Like, we were sitting before the show even started, and music was pumping. Everyone's decked out. It was like everyone looked pristine, right? Like it just done up. And then the videos you had going on there of like, instantly you knew like, oh, this guy's fun personality, good energy. And then you just destroyed it the whole show. It was like amazing.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great feedback. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was great. And then while we're talking about it, the merch, like how you have it set up, like the 1 of 500, like brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
It was really cool stuff.
Yeah, I personally signed each and every one of those little tags, so they can press it onto the shirts.
Smart.
And it took me like hours just to like sign each and every one and number them too.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's worth it, it makes it feel special, and people appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I tried to buy some before the show. They're like, no, you have to wait for the meet and greet.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. I mean, we're not attached to like trying to like sell as many as we can, like every single time. It's like, I want it to be the best product for the fans. And if people really want it and they want to support it, then by all means. If not, then honestly just come to the shows.
Come to the show,
It's just huge. It's great support.
Oh, man, you're honestly so talented. So, proud Canadian.
Yeah.
Right? Immigrant family. We'll talk about that. I'm very proud Canadian as well. Like, where do you start? You're 30 years old right now. You've been at this for 10 years, right? And people will start saying like, oh, overnight success. You've been grinding for years doing this, right? So, like, where did it start? When did you know, like, this is my path, like fuck school?
Oh man, I from when I was a kid, probably I always liked to have fun, and I was always confused as to why in school we weren't having more fun. And I know that sounds dumb, but it's like, yeah, gym is fun. I loved gym,
right?
Just running around, throwing balls, playing basketball, whatever in school. But I was like, we should have more creative time. And not just fucking math and science and geography. Those are all great things too. But there should also be the other side too. because there's so many kids who they don't have an affinity for math and science.
Exactly.
But maybe they're just really creative people, but they're not getting the opportunity and the resources to actually shine and you know, have the opportunity to actually just explore it. But as a kid, I always liked to be, you know, funny and make jokes and make fun of my mom and my dad and my friends and their family and everyone. And they would actually get me to go up in front of all their friends, my parents and all their friends at our parties, our Persian parties, and you know, and literally impersonate my mom going through like a drive-through,
right.
trying to order food. And that was like the very first time I realized in my head that, oh, like I have this funniness to me.
How old were you?
I was like 8, 9.
Shit, yeah.
And I was crushing in front of my family, you know? And I was
toughest fans though, right?
No, yeah, of course. But I was like, whoa, like they're laughing at me and I'm 8? Like making fun of my mom, and like she's obviously like, Neema, like you stupid, like why you make fun of me? But she's also like laughing too. That's when I knew. I was like, oh, I have something. I don't know what it is, but intuitively, just from a young age, I felt it. And then obviously throughout high school, you learn. You know, I'm the funniest guy in my group of friends. At school, I'm always the class clown. You know what I'm saying? Like you get all these you know, comments from other people throughout your life. You start to believe it. And then, yeah, eventually I went to school and I realized, oh, this is bullshit. I don't want to be in a lecture hall listening to some guy talk about cells and microfiber and your muscles and stuff, which is also interesting.
University now, high school, like where you realized
University, yeah, because I was studying kinesiology in University of Toronto.
Shit.
And
by the way, top 15 schools in the world.
In the world, yeah. So I'm not as stupid as I look.
It's stupid.
Yeah. But I just, you know, I could have done it. It's just I was miserable.
Yeah.
And then I actually discovered a comedy program that was offered in Toronto at the time. And as soon as I discovered it, literally within it just clicked in my head. I was like, oh, like this is exactly what I've been looking for my whole life, without realizing this is something I could definitely do. And I immediately dropped out the next day. I went to the dean's office. I was like, bro, I'm dropping out. I'm getting out of here. Like, I didn't even tell my parents.
Jeez.
That's how much I believed in myself from the beginning. I was like, I don't know, like something's calling me and I just got to go for it. And yeah, and then here we are.
But what were you doing before you just dropped out? Were you doing skits? Were you doing stuff? Like, where did you, or was it just being the funny guy?
Yeah, no, I mean, well, actually, to be honest, before I dropped out that year, I remember it was like 2013. 2013, 2014-ish. That's when Vine just came out. And Vine was popular and huge. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. I loved watching people's Vines. And I loved seeing funny shit. And I was watching stand-up a lot. This is how I knew. Before every exam I had, I would always watch stand-up.
Okay.
To decompress and de-stress a little bit. To get ready to do the exam.
Yeah.
And so that's how I knew. I was like, oh, well, if I need comedy to do this other thing that I don't really want to do, then maybe I should just do comedy, right? So there was all these signs everywhere until I finally found it, and I just went for it. So you know, I wasn't like doing anything concrete. I was just like, there was just all these different signs around me.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel pressure always having to be the funny guy?
No, not at all. No. To be honest, there's funnier people even around me sometimes. Like my friends are funny. Like my brother's funny. You know, my family's funny, and so I just get it from everyone. But I never feel like I have to be the funny one or anything. Like I'm just more chill actually in real life.
Right.
I don't try to be funny. I just, if it comes out, it comes out. If not, then I'm usually genuinely just very quiet, to be honest.
Right.
Because I'm so extroverted and I am so annoying and loud and doing accents and joking around that like you eventually hit this like low battery and I'm like, all right, I gotta fucking
recharge.
I gotta breathe a little bit and I'll let other people take the reins. Yeah.
Like last night, for example, you're not just interacting with the crowd where people do crowd work, but like then to have like the geographic, cultural, like there was someone from Cambodia there and then you're twisting that into the Chinese and that was happening on the spot. I'm like, holy fuck. Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like you're not just, oh, you look a certain way. Like it was very impressive, man.
Thanks, man.
Just seeing that.
Well, I think it's the reason why that is because I'm a product of being from Canada. Like I mentioned in my set too, being from Toronto specifically, you know, it's a melting pot of diversity. I was raised around every type of immigrant you can think of. Markham, yeah. That was where all the Asians are, funny enough. But I was born and raised in Scarborough. You know, I've been around Tamils and Jamaicans and Africans, and then I was also with Chinese and Korean and Indian and Arab. You know what I'm saying? Like and white. You know, so I'm around all these different people. you kind of just sort of have an affinity of knowing cultures. And I'm much more open-minded than a lot of people because of that reason. Right? And so, it just kind of comes to me naturally now.
Absolutely. When I moved here, so I'm originally born Jane and Finch, North York.
Oh, shit, no way. You're from the hood?
Yeah, well, born there, but then we moved out to Niagara Falls.
Wow, what a change.
So I didn't really experience it. And then I grew up the rest of my life, like, till I was 19, Fort Erie, end of the highway, right?
Oh, wow, Fort Erie.
So down there, but like seeing that, we were the immigrant family as well in Fort Erie. It was all like Tommy and Timmy and Josh and all
Connor and Braden.
All these guys.
And then Yorgos.
And Yorgos, right? But then you wanted to be more like Brian. Like I remember growing up, dude, I was like embarrassed. We had the family restaurant and everything was there and I couldn't play hockey. And dude, it was...
Makes sense.
Did you go through that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a family restaurant, but same idea. Like I would be embarrassed that like my mom couldn't speak English like the other parents could.
Right.
Because if I had like a team outing or for sports. And actually a very sad example is one time I was, it was after a tournament or a basketball tournament and all the kids and the parents went to this Chinese buffet to just have lunch or some shit. And I was so embarrassed that my mom couldn't speak English well that I told her, I was like, can you just like stay in the car until we're done and then like just wait and then we'll go home.
Yeah.
And like to this day, every time I think about it, it fucking devastates me.
You feel like shit.
I feel like garbage.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why would I do that? And so I'm so happy I'm not like that now, obviously. But, you know, as a kid, you don't really understand what you're doing. You're an idiot. And so, yeah, those are the moments that kind of make you realize like how shitty of a person you can be growing up around those areas.
Absolutely. Dude, I used to play hockey. And my dad would come from the restaurant rush hour with the apron still on.
Yeah,
hold it up. And I'd be playing hockey and I would look up in the stands to make sure that he wasn't. And when he would have it on, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you'd be ashamed. You'd be embarrassed. Yeah.
And then you look back, I'm like, this guy was just trying to pay bill. Like you see it differently.
100%. Exactly. That's like, you realize like how much sacrifice they did just for you to do that shit.
Exactly.
Now I look back, I'm like, well, how entitled was I, you know? And now when I see stuff like that, it really bothers me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, don't be ashamed of who your parents are or if they have a little bit of accent and stuff like that. It's like, you know.
Yeah, but you've made it like your mom now is the limelight, right?
Now, I feel like I've redeemed myself by making her a superstar.
I have yet to do that, so I got to do something, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So then growing like immigrant, like talk to me just being an immigrant with comedy, right? Like you go from that and then you start doing these stand-up routines. Like when did you realize like this is my path? Because really quick, last night when you closed out the show, you had this message of like, hey, what I'm doing is not racist, right? Yeah. I'm bringing light to it. I'm tapping it. Like it was a really powerful message. Like just talk to me about that.
Yeah, no, I always say like my pure intention is to make people laugh. That's the forefront of what I do. And to bring joy into the world, that's just genuinely what makes me happy. And along the way, like people might think I'm being racist or misogynistic with the jokes I make, but my pure intentions is truly just to like represent for my family and the different cultures like I mentioned on stage. And that's just genuinely how I feel. And then obviously in like a set, it's like I set that up in a way where it's real and authentic.
Right.
Because when you're more vulnerable in a live performance, people will resonate more with it and it'll be more relatable. Therefore, you can get away with more after.
Gotcha.
So that's why I set it up that way in the set, because then I go straight into like the thing I was talking about.
Exactly.
Which I don't want to give away, but you know, I feel like it's important to be as vulnerable and raw as you can. And I think it'll be more in your favor.
Yeah. When you're traveling, is being from Toronto, like, you're putting Toronto on the map, right? Drake put it on the map.
Yeah.
I'm from Fort Erie. Matty Matheson, we went to high school together. He put that on the map. Like,
that's sick.
It's important, right? So like, why is that important to you? Like keep pushing like Toronto and the pride? Because
I see people who make it outside of Toronto, like they're from Toronto and they go and leave Toronto and make it and they don't put the city back on for them. And that pisses me off.
Absolutely.
Because I'm like, well, these people made you. How could you not give back to your city and your culture, right? So that's why I really respect Drake, because he
Talk to us about this.
He doesn't need to do that.
Right.
But he does. And I'm like, well, that's sick. You know, of course I'm going to support him.
Absolutely.
So, through all of it. There's more reasons to it too. But I'm just saying, when you see that, you're like, oh yeah, it's a pride.
Absolutely.
You're like, hell yeah, man. You know, it's like you're the forefront of this whole city. Like you're representing us. And so it feels good. As opposed to there's some people who leave and you don't even know they're Canadian.
You didn't even know. Absolutely.
Like, and actually, so like, I don't know, like The Weeknd, I'm like, bro, you're from Toronto. What the fuck?
You wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that.
Absolutely.
No one knows that.
Absolutely.
And like Justin Bieber, a little bit better. Like he still reps the Leafs and all those things too. But even him, like, you know, and I love Justin Bieber. He's one of my favorite artists, and I still love Justin Bieber. But it's like, I always think, I'm like, why not rep Toronto more? Like I know he's from Stratford, but still, it's like.
And Toronto's a hotbed. Like, think of all the actors that have come there, comedians, everything.
Tons,
like,
man.
There's so many.
Even Jim Carrey, man. Jim Carrey.
Legend.
He's from Newmarket.
Yeah.
It's like close to where I live now.
But you don't hear, you hear references. Like, I saw a lot of Canadians here that I didn't even know when the Jays were playing in the World Series. So everyone's rocking the Jays hats. I'm like, Canadian? Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, I've known you. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
hilarious.
Yeah. So just side note, 2 weeks ago, all three of my daughters got their Canadian passports. And I'm like,
wow, no way.
Oh, yeah, they know they're Canadian and they're
sick.
American.
Cool.
And it's like, it's a big deal, man. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Okay, so talk to me about the business of comedy, right? It's your tour right now. You have spanned Canada, Europe, the States, Australia.
Yeah.
Right? In this tour. But how big is your squad? Like, how do you even manage this? What goes into it? What are the economics, right? Like, just obviously you can't give away, but when there's 30, 40 dates on this tour and I see you on your socials, like everywhere. And side note, I want to talk about like some of your serious posts too that I friggin' love the rants. I love the rants.
Yeah.
So how does that work? The economics of it and setting it up?
That's a good question. I mean, well, to answer your first question about how big is the crew or whatever, it's just me and my brother.
Amazing.
Everything we do is just me and my brother. We have people we hire to like come to specific cities to do certain things. Like, for instance, we hire pretty much in all the Canadian shows, we hired a photographer that to come and take pictures of the show, videographers to film the show or whatever, behind the scenes. And then, you know, in Europe, it was just me and my brother. Like, because in Canada, it's easier because you can take people with you on the road and like they'll come with you. But in Europe, it's like we don't have the expenses and the finances to cover other people's flights and hotel and stuff. So
it adds up.
It adds a lot. And plus, we're putting money into flying there and, you know, staying in hotels, and you have to eat, and you have to invest in, you know, like traveling to this place and, you know, putting money into the venue to put a deposit. Like, there's so many factors that a lot of people don't see behind the scenes, especially in Canada too, where I was doing some of the biggest shows of my tour because that's my main market is Canada.
Like, where were the biggest shows?
Pretty much all the major cities, like Toronto, Vancouver, Ottawa, Montreal. Those were the top 4 shows I had, which were the biggest theaters I've ever done. Montreal was 1,300 seater.
Oh, geez.
And I sold about just over 1,000 on that show. And it was a grind. Like, we literally drove from Toronto to Montreal twice in 2 months leading up to the show to go and flyer the city.
Come on.
To go into restaurants and businesses, Greek restaurants, Italian restaurants, like every neighborhood, being like, hey, you know, to the owners, I'll be like, hey, like, can I put my poster up in your window in your restaurant? In return, I'll give you 2 comps. Like, just come to the show.
Where's the documentary on this, dude?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The grind.
So and the problem is we don't even have enough money to have someone to document that. But this is all real shit that happens behind the scenes. So that's why we work so hard, because all we care about is like give the fans the best experience. Nothing beats that for us, because I want people to not only come and enjoy the show, I want them to leave thinking, wow, like that was amazing. And I can't wait to come back.
Exactly.
And I can't wait to tell my friends. That's the effect that we try to have. And, you know, sometimes it takes like literally driving to Montreal 6 hours, flying the city all day, all night, sleep, do the same thing all day, sleep, do the same thing all day, 3 days in a row, drive back home, do other shit, and then still like struggle to sell tickets sometimes. And so... And then we end up losing money from that show. We didn't make money selling 1,000 tickets. We didn't make money.
See, I wanted to ask you, so like per show, some you make, some you lose. But like when you look at 30, 40 shows.
Yeah, overall, you will make money. But sometimes it's like people don't see all the ads that goes behind it.
Right.
My brother works tirelessly.
Give a shout out to his name. What's his name?
Omid. Omid Naz. A stupid Omid. We call him Jigsaw because he's like the Jigsaw. He like controls everything.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No one fucks with him too.
Yeah, okay, good.
This is what you want in your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he works so much behind the scenes with like, you know, booking the venues, and like sometimes it's impossible trying to find a date for a theater.
Okay.
There's like theaters in Toronto and in the suburbs sometimes. He would reach out and they'd be like, yeah, sorry, we have one date on a Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Like 13 months from now.
Oh, fuck.
And he's like, why? Why? You don't have any other like weekend shows? Like, because, you know, Friday, Saturdays are prime times. Sorry, we have dance competitions every other night for the next year ahead. I'm like, who's dancing all this time?
My daughters. That's who's dancing.
It's your
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
daughters,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly,
Man,
dude.
fuck these kids, man.
I know. Well, we're teaching them to be on the poles. I don't even want to do this shit. Yeah, I'm with you.
No, I'm so passionate about this because I'm like, dude, you're a 10-year-old girl. Yeah. Fucking let me live my dream one night. You can dance the rest of the fucking year. You're not even like this in 5 years.
You know
right?
what? They're fucking resigning today. They're out.
Some bullshit,
I'm sorry,
dude.
man.
They're taking my spots away.
Well, I always wondered on some of your dates, dude, like around the world, and then I'll see like the East Coast geographically. I'm making it up, but it was like Boston or New Hampshire, Boston, New York, Florida, Toronto,
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's just got to be venue scheduling, right?
It's always scheduling. Because like everyone, I was like, why are you here? And then the next day here, like, why don't you just do this? I'm like, yeah, you don't think we thought about that?
In a perfect world.
Of course you would. You'd go like in a circle if you could.
Exactly.
You can't. Because sometimes this one you book, this is a great date, but then this one, the best date is here, and this one is here. It's like, well, you just have to make it work however you can, the best you can. But he does a really good job, honestly, like of routing. He really thinks ahead a lot. And a tour like this takes 2.5 years of planning. This is your biggest tour to date? Yeah, it's my biggest tour for sure, 100%.
So it's the Stupid tour?
A Stupid Life tour, yeah.
Life tour. And so how many dates are there going to be by the time you're done in Australia? Like how many?
I don't know, actually. I think in total it'll be like 60 to 70 or something.
Jesus, man.
I don't know, something like that. Like it's a high number. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been amazing. It's been one of the best experiences of my life and very tiring and exhausting. And sometimes you come out of routine and it fucks you up mentally. Because I'm like, well, I was doing so well earlier. But then you go on the road and you're like, holy shit, I can't do this.
What do you mean by a routine? Like at home, like regimen?
When you're at home, regimen. But like on the road, it's like the toughest things I've ever had to deal with.
Dude, I'm with you. I don't travel like that, but like I do 300,000 miles a year.
That's wild.
It's wild, but I'll do a night trip here. I'll go to China once a month for a night or two because I have kids, right? But it fucks you up. You think like, I'm in a rhythm, fitness, whatever, out the window,
It's the time zones, man.
Yeah.
Time zones. Like sometimes, I was talking about my stories one day. I was like, you know, with the schedule, sometimes I have 4 shows in 4 days.
Come on, dude.
And you fly into one city. You're not even there for 24 hours. You fly in at 3 p.m., drop your bags off at the hotel, go to the show, do the show, eat something quick, sleep, wake up at 7, 8, 9 in the morning, fly to the next place. But it's not just fly to the next place. It's you go up 2 hours, and then the next place you back 3 hours.
Yeah.
And you just keep getting fucked.
But the difference is I don't have to go in front of 1,000 people, 500 people. Like, dude, you got to be on.
You have no choice.
So of these 60, of all the tours you've done so far, when you go out there and you're just like, fuck, man, I'm not feeling it tonight. How do you fake that? Like, how do you get through it? What do you do?
Just coffee, man. Just crushing coffees.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Nice little frappe.
A little frappe. Let's go.
No, I mean, half joking. Coffee really helps, obviously, but like, it's just a lot of it is the will and the drive to just be great at what I do.
Yeah.
And it's a more of a philosophical thinking of like, well, every time I doubt myself and every time I feel like I can't do it or I'm tired or like, man, I got to perform, I always think back to like how my parents did it when they came from Iran to Canada, because they had to grind their ass to just provide for the family, but also like, you know, this might get kind of sad and like vulnerable, but like,
Barbara Walters moment. Let's go. Let's hear this.
Sorry, I don't even know who that is.
You don't even know. That's how young you are. Forget it, man.
Who's Barbara Walters?
Dude.
Actually, I've heard the name. I just don't know.
A reporter who would always get people crying, emotional.
Right, okay.
Dude,
I think I know who that is.
You're so young. All right.
No.
Let's hear this.
Well, every time I doubt myself or I feel like I can't do something, I always think about my dad and my mom. They came to Canada. They fled their country to come here. My dad was an engineer back home in Iran, but then his degree didn't work in Canada. Right. So he had to re-study all the years. And then also drive taxis to make money for us because my mom had to take care of me and my brother at home, and also work in kitchens to make a little bit of cash too. But the hardest part was my dad was handicapped, and he is handicapped. He has one leg, and they had to amputate his leg at the knee when he was like 27 years old because he had cancer. And he also cut out half his lung because of cancer. And so despite all that, he still came here, drove taxis to make money, and on top of that, people would run out on his fare because they knew they could take advantage of him.
Come on, man.
So And then my mom, she had to work under the table, get cash, and people would fuck her over.
Yep.
Because she couldn't speak English. And so...
she didn't have a voice, right? Like, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
But Neema, while you regroup there, it's like, you realize that you got a soft spot for that. Like, fuck, dude, I think of my parents all the time, like back to the apron thing, or like they would come into the restaurant and then they would make fun of them behind while I'm cleaning the table. They would make fun of their accents. And I'm like, fuck, man. And like, dude, I'm with you on that so much.
Yeah.
It sucks, dude.
So when I think about that, like, that's the shit that keeps me going, right? So, yeah, when you ask, like, if you're tired, like, I just think about that.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I'm like, well, what would my parents do?
What would they do?
Yeah.
Dude, you're so right, man. You're so like, yeah, that fuels you. Like, I'll sit here. I've been conditioned my whole life of like, work. Like, even the restaurants, like, I'd be sitting there Saturday, Sunday. My dad would call if the tables came in. My mom had to rush over, like, to the point, like, when I moved out on my own and I used to live in Ireland or whatever, Saturday, Sunday, when like there was no office work, I had to do something because I felt like I was a piece of shit not working on the weekend.
Guilt trips
because
you're guilty.
Yeah, because you're like, holy, they're busting their ass.
Yeah.
Dude, but that's what makes you who you are.
Yeah. Dude, I always think I always feel like I have that drive because of my parents, obviously, but it's that immigrant mentality sometimes. I'm like, well, fucking, it's either this or nothing. Like,
absolutely,
I'm gonna get on that stage and rip it because why else am I doing this?
Oh, fuck, dude.
You know, it's either 100% or nothing. It's like, I'm not gonna half-ass it. It's like, I don't want anyone to think I'm even a little bit tired.
Absolutely, and it doesn't show.
It doesn't because show. I really tell myself to just put all effort into it and then chill after.
Absolutely.
And then usually, like, it also helps that I love what I do. So I'm like, well, I'm not like doing something I'm dreading. Yeah. So it's easier to kind of not be tired.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, plus I'm sure, tired or not. And again, I've always said this, the hardest job in the world, there's physically hard jobs or mentally, but like, stand-up comedy's got to be the toughest job. Just it's not amputated leg driving a taxi hard. Like, that's on another level. But I mean, to have the balls to go up there, and like, my biggest fear is like, oh my God, going up there, bombing, coming back, not quitting. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tough fucking grind.
It's a grind, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, but I would imagine though, if you're funny like you are, the minute you get that first laugh, it's probably like a drug. Like, all right, let's keep going. Like, that must fuel you, no?
100%. Well, you chase that, and then you get better and better the more you do it, and then you find your voice and you realize what actually works and what doesn't, and then you just keep chasing that, like, not perfectionism, but you chase that peak comedy that will make people laugh, and you just do more and more of it. And then now it's a whole set, and that's it. Like, yeah, it's great.
My brother-in-law last night was at the show. The show finishes. We're walking out, said bye to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, let's wait in line. I was like, I can't, the babysitter. I'm like, okay.
No,
so
of course.
right?
Yeah.
As we're leaving, he goes, so what's next for this guy? My brother-in-law, just to the point. I go, what do you mean? He goes, no. He goes, that guy could be on SNL tomorrow.
Oh, wow. That's
right?
Dope.
But he was just,
cool.
He's very black and white. Nice. And he's like, he could be. I go, no, clearly he could.
Of course, yeah.
He goes, but like, is that the end goal? Like, how do you define success? Because he doesn't know this world. So like, what is your end goal? There's no end goal, but like, what is the next step? Like, you're doing stand-up, you're amazing, right? You're building your crowds. But like, where are you going next with all this?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it's never an end goal thing. It's always, what's the next thing? And for me, I just want to keep pursuing the things that will make me happy, which is doing stand-up, acting, making content, but just elevating as I go.
Yeah.
And the way of doing that is, touring more and doing bigger shows and better shows and visiting new cities and, providing all that value for the fans that have never seen me before, return customers, right? Return fans. And then build my own movies and TV shows. That's something I really want to do, and I actually currently am working on right now.
Like your own studio that's producing content?
Well, yeah, eventually that, but just in general, just making more higher production content that's not just social media. It could be for TV and movies.
Awesome.
So I actually have filmed a proof of concept for a TV series that I'm going to be pitching in a couple months.
Nice, man.
And I've been posting the clips actually this past month. I don't know if you've seen any, but it's about realtors. Yeah.
Wait, this is with Bobak?
Bobak Marconian. Yeah. Bobak Marconian, number one realtor. Okay.
Wait, for his own show?
It's going to be my own show, like my own TV series I'm building.
Fuck,
so
dude.
The proof of concept is like, because people in a proof of concept, they'll film a pilot that's like 20 minutes long. But I was like, let me do a modern take on this. And instead of doing a 20-minute episode, let me cut up 7 different mini skits that are like a minute and a half long and post them on socials, see how people, react and what the feedback is. Use that as a package, all 7, to pitch it to networks and be like, hey, look, this is the character. This is what the show's about. This is what it could be. This is the feedback. The people love it.
Yes.
Let's make this show.
Come on, dude.
So I'm confident in 2026 I'll have a TV show.
And Netflix, like, is that an option too to try to get this on?
Whatever. I mean, like, I'm not opposed to anything. At the end of the day, like, if no one wants to pick it up, I'll just post it on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want people to be more entertained.
Yes.
That's what I care about.
By the way, the CEO of Netflix is Greek.
Oh, so, really?
Well, yeah, we got to get the Sarados. Yes.
Netflix, Greek.
Exactly. Actually, good timing. This is one of your funniest characters is Stelios.
Stelios.
Okay, so you got to tell us about Stelios really quick.
Well, Stelios.
How did that come to be?
Stelios is the Greek god.
Exactly.
He's the real Greek god. No, Stelios is. I don't know. I mean, with every other character I do that you've seen, it's based off of people I've met in my life. It's all inspired by people I've grown up with, or places I've been in the city or wherever I've been in the world. And I just kind of like, I combine a few different people into one, and I make that a character.
Yes.
And Stelios is based off all the Taste of Danforth,
Cocky Greeks.
Going to all these Greek diners and Greek restaurants and Suvlaik, on the Danforth, a gyro place, Messini's, getting a late night gyro, and the guys behind the counter like, and they're yelling shit and whatever. But it's so similar to how Arabs are and Persians are,
Totally.
It's in a way it's very similar but very different. And I don't know, in my head I'm like, I think of like a nice, I like doing characters that are like fobs from every country. Because that's just like, that's funny.
Absolutely.
Everyone can relate to it. Everyone has a yaya, everyone has a papu, everyone has a whatever, like an uncle and an auntie, it's like, I just like to portray those characters as best as I can. And it's relatable and it resonates with people because it's real and it's authentic. And I'm not making shit up. It's like, this is all real stuff I've seen myself.
Yes.
And I think you can tell when I do it.
Absolutely.
Because it comes up authentic. I'm not trying to like play a certain weird character.
No.
It's just real life, And
what you do so well, Neema, is you tap into all these cultures, like you're Chinese, this or that, where a lot of comedians, and you're the first comedian I've had on the show, which is awesome.
Nice.
A lot of them are just, hey, specifically for the Greek community or specifically for the...
It's just one or two things,
Dude, you tap across everything. But I know Stelios doesn't like wearing a shirt, but you got to open this up. And,
shit, that's hilarious.
I'll take that one, yeah.
This is a Elas?
This is a Greece shirt.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So, again, I know you don't wear clothes, Stelios.
Don't wear shit.
But on the...
oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh!
And we gotta show
that's
that.
fucking hilarious.
In 2004, we put 04.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's our glory year when we won the Euro Cup. So Stelios. I tried to get the official jersey in time, but...
Greece. 04.
04.
Euro Cup champions. This is Greek. Thank you for having me. Maraca. Wow, this is sick. Thanks, man.
Dude, just don't put olive oil on it, eh?
I know. I love putting olive oil on my chest. No, this is actually perfect because I'm filming a Greek video tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm definitely using it.
You have to use it, man.
I have to. This is a sign from God, Poseidon.
Hey, dude, I know the Greek community loves you too. And
Thanks. I love it, man. Thank you. I love the Greek community too, man. They're the best. Honestly, some of the biggest supporters I have are the Greeks.
Right.
Even at the live shows. So many Greeks.
Oh, yeah. Who are some of the big content creators that you partner up with? I know, like, I see a lot of them. The Italian one.
Yeah, Mark Anthony?
Yeah, hilarious.
The tall, big guy?
Yeah, the No,
yeah.
Fucking guys. We're going to get into... My favorite ones are, like, I love your Bianca.
Nice.
Stelios, hilarious. Luca.
Yeah.
And then your Gary V.
Yeah. It's classics.
What's your most well-received?
Man, they're all good for different reasons. It's tough to even choose because there's a whole subsection of people who love Bianca, who love Gary V, who love Luca Marino, who love Bobak, who love Stelios. I don't know. It's like they're all equally popular and fun and good.
But if you had one to identify yourself, like, is there one where you're like, this gives me the most reaction from the community?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd have to go with Bobak because it's me. I'm Persian, so it's like, that's my community.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Luca Marino was also like a big one for me.
Yeah.
I haven't done it a lot recently. It's just like, sometimes you kind of outgrow certain characters and things. And you know, it is what it is.
When you're coming up with one, how long do you practice it before you launch it?
I usually just like, it takes me like a day or two kind of like to think of ideas, or like I practice out loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let me just film a quick thing, like, and just post on my stories just to feel it out.
Yes.
And then from there, I keep doing more and more.
You keep doing that.
Like I always do, like when I try new impressions, I'll always just post on my stories first. And if it does really well, I'll post on my feed, or like I'll actually start to like create better ideas for it. Or like Mark Wiens, for example, he's like a food creator.
Yep.
I don't know, it's like he's huge on YouTube. He's one of the biggest food bloggers in the world. And I'm like, I love his videos. And that's the thing too. Any person I impersonate or I make fun of, I actually love their stuff. I love the culture.
Yep.
That's why I'm doing it.
And they love that. Like Gary
because
Vee.
you can feel it. You can feel it. Like I'm not trying to hate at all. It's just, it's because I genuinely love Gary Vee. He's like literally my internet god. He's my internet dad. Like, and he's the best guy, and he's the kindest guy, and he's
you met
helped
him.
me a lot.
You've opened for him.
I was open for it. Yeah, at VCon. Yeah, I was on stage with him.
Come on.
And honestly, like he's the best dude. Like, and I still watch his content religiously because like he really provides so much value. Value?
Come on, give us something, man.
I haven't done that in a while. Actually, it's fucking like an itch, you know. Content. Bro, like you fucking George Stroumboulis, like man, just fucking do podcasts, bro. Fuck. You're from Greece,
dude. It is insane. He loves it. The blueberries, like
and he comments on my shit. You know, he went live with me a few months ago.
That's insane.
Like he was just like, I'm on live stream now with Gary Vee. It's fucked.
Yeah, but like, sick. Okay, so 500,000+ followers, 2 billion+ views, like all this shit. There's like significant people following your content, like people, right? Like the Nelk boys, this and that. Like when you're in that, are you constantly? Do you feel pressure? Like, fuck, I got to keep performing and making people. Like, do you get stuck in this world where you're like, okay?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, but that's natural. I think any creative gets like, you know, writer's block or creative block. But I don't know, you just kind of trust yourself and you just keep going and trying new things, and eventually it'll get back into the flow. And I don't know, like Drake follows me.
That's crazy.
Which is nuts.
Can you tell us quickly? I know on time, we have.
Yeah, you're good.
But so the whole Drake. Yeah. For the people that don't know, like you were on Drake's live stream with Aiden Ross.
Yeah, with Aiden Ross. Yeah. They're doing a Toronto giveaway for 100K USD, and I was the winner of that because I'm from Toronto and I'm a creator. $140 Canadian, by the way. Right? I know. That was huge. Yeah. Honestly, that helped it was perfect timing because that was just before my tour started.
Come on.
And we had dropped so much money into the venues for deposits, like I was mentioning earlier. And we were like $180,000 in debt because we had to pull out line of credits, different credit cards, just to like put deposits. Jeez. So we weren't making money yet. And so that really helped to pay off some stuff and to, you know, whatever, move forward. But
what a stud though, eh? Like
huge help. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, who else is doing that for their city? Who else is doing that for their city?
He didn't do that because you're from Iowa, right? Like he knows you're talented.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. And he actually followed me a year before this.
Okay.
When I remember vividly when it happened. I was just about to go on stage in Montreal, just on a random show. It wasn't my own tour. And I was backstage, ready to go up on stage, and my brother walks in and he's like, "You're not gonna believe who followed you right now." I was like, "Who?" Like we always say, like, I don't know, like whatever, some like mid-tier person.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he showed me, and it said Champagne Pappy. I was like, "No fucking way, dude!" Like Drake, you know?
Oh shit!
And I know people hate on Drake and stuff, but I'm like, man, like you can't. He's untouchable. He's the GOAT. He's the most streamed artist in the world.
Yep.
Most consistently in the top 200 charts for a decade or more. It's like, I don't know, what do you have to argue with?
Hilarious, great humor.
Hilarious, great actor. I don't know. It's like, what's something like? Anyway, but so that was already sick. And then when this happened, the money, I was like, man, like that's awesome. You know, it's like, he didn't have to do this.
Yeah.
And he still did it.
Why did he do that? Was it a giveaway for money?
Yeah, well, he was doing that just for the Christmas holidays. It was called the Drismas giveaway, whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, he gave a free vacation to a couple, help with like childcare for a family, whatever. And that was one of the gifts.
Yeah.
Prizes giveaways was for a Toronto artist, which is dope. You know, that's exactly what you want someone like that in that position to do for their culture.
Yes.
And that's something I would do.
Yep.
If I ever had the means, I would do that. And I definitely will do that one day.
Does he know now after the fact, like, this is how much you were in debt, that helped?
No, I don't think he knows about that particularly, but I mean...
He should, dude. That's a big deal.
I'm sure, like, he knows something about it, I guess. But either way, like, I'm sure he knows, like, I'm not swimming in money.
Yep.
So, and he knows, like, that definitely fucking helped.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I'm sure he knows what it was like to be in my position I am now. In different industries, but still very similar.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, I'm hopefully anticipating a collab with him as soon as possible. So it'll happen. I believe it'll happen.
Are you kidding me? You deserve, like, you're on that path, man. So just talk to me in general, Canadian culture, U.S. culture. Because you've been everywhere in the States now. You're touring. Yeah. You know what it is to be Canadian, American. Yeah. I straddle the line. I'm dual citizen now. Right. Like, what are some things that stick out culturally, food-wise? I've seen some of your rants about how hard it is. Yeah. Which, by the way, where were you? Chicago airport when you went on a rant, when you went in to buy something and they didn't even look up at you.
Yeah. That was in Chicago airport. Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, you got to do more of those rants because it's like, it's a balance to the comedy.
It is, exactly.
Right?
And it's more vulnerable, it's more real shit.
Yeah.
That's what builds brand.
Absolutely.
I agree. So that's a good question because I've been really passionate about this past like few weeks since being in the States. And I've really understood the difference. So when it comes to comedy in general, for me specifically, I realized in the States, it's always black versus white. In Canada, it's everyone. Mm-hmm. It's always if you're talking about race.
Yep.
And I really noticed that when I started, because I do a lot of jokes about different races, and I've noticed in the States it's way more sensitive, and people either are sensitive to it or they don't know what I'm talking about, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what do you mean you don't know about Nigerians or like Filipinos? Some places, and like those jokes that you saw me do in some markets will bomb.
Right.
In the States. In Canada, crushes.
Yeah.
Everything I talk about in Canada crushes.
Yes.
Anywhere I'm in Canada.
Even the variants, like last night, again, we're not going to give it away, but you were talking about a certain
culture, certain person.
And then within that, like, are you this or this or this? And I'm like, some of that was over my head.
Right.
Like on just some of the stuff. But,
it's fine.
But 99% of the people in there was like spot on, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so that's the difference I found is that like in the States, people aren't as cultured as they think they are. There's different cultures, but they're all segregated.
Yeah.
Whereas in Toronto and Canada, everyone's mixed in with each other.
Yes.
And that's why they're way more cultured than Americans are.
Yep.
And there's times where it honestly has bothered me because I'm like, how are you guys not more intertwined with each other? Like, that's the whole point of America, you know? It's like, it's a land of the free, fucking mix with each other. Like, all this racism and bullshit. It's like, well, I don't know. If you guys just gave it a chance, I don't know why everyone's so segregated. And I'm like, anyway, it's just it's way less cultured, and honestly, the food's much better in Toronto.
Hands down,
nothing beats Toronto food, to be honest.
Because of all the cultures, because of the
cultures,
district.
and on one street you can have I see a Jamaican, a Chinese, a Vietnamese, Indian person, and a whatever. It's like there's every street you go on, there's shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's a melting pot, literally, and it's the best Italian food. You go to Italy, even in Europe, you go to Italy, you have the best Italian food, but they have garbage other food.
Right.
But in Canada, you have the best Italian food, the best Greek food, the best Persian food, the best Jamaican food, the best Chinese food. It's like the list goes on.
Absolutely.
You don't have that anywhere else in the world. You don't have that.
New York
is very close.
It's close, yeah.
But I still think it's not as, there's so many specific ones in Toronto that you don't even have in New York.
Absolutely.
But yeah, New York is definitely probably the best in the States for that reason.
But Toronto's changing though, right? Like
it is.
It's changing again culturally, all that stuff. But like, you know, there's a lot of money, a lot of towers, a lot of this coming in where it's like the downtown, everything's changing.
For sure.
I'm not saying that as a negative, but I see it because I go back. And you see
the difference.
The difference, but
I don't know. I mean, it's always going to be changing, but I feel like it'll never lose its like core.
Yeah. So you hit the next stage. Say you have to move to Hollywood for the next chapter in New York, right? Like you're Canadian. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually am moving to the States. It's just I'll always call Toronto and Canada my home.
Is that official? You are going to move down?
Yeah, I am.
Can you share or no?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be in New York for a bit.
Nice.
Starting in April.
Okay, that's around the corner, man.
Yeah, so it's just the next step.
Yeah.
Because there's way more money and resources and opportunities in the U.S., unfortunately. I wish Canada bigged up their artists more.
Right.
And put more funding into it, but they don't. And there's not much of there's nowhere to really make anything. It's just
This
You
is
have to
where the
come to
market.
States.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But you're 45-minute flight away from home.
so that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Do you know where in the city you're going to be staying?
Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where the culture. That's where the hub is.
I did 15 years of my life there, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
It's sick. I love it.
What I love about there is you could be at a diner.
Yeah.
And it's the CEO of this company.
Right.
Anderson Cooper and a homeless guy having coffee,
100%.
all at a diner.
100%.
There's nowhere else in the world you can have that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like
that's what I love about it.
Yeah, that it's an equalizer. It's like the best place.
And it's fun, man. There's you'll never get tired of it.
No.
You'll never get bored. I don't know.
That's amazing.
At least at my age now. Maybe I'll change my mind when I'm 40, 45.
Yeah.
Maybe I want something quieter, maybe like more relaxed. Maybe I'll go to California.
Yeah.
But right now, New York is the best fit for me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
2 more things. I know we're
sure.
approaching just relationships in this business.
Yeah.
How is it possible? Like when you're always on the road, like how is it to maintain relationships?
Well, I told you off camera what
I didn't want to say
it's not easy. It's definitely very difficult. It's not for the faint of heart being with someone like me as a woman, because I'm attracted to women. I don't judge if you are attracted to anything else. Yeah, it's not easy because I live such an uncommon lifestyle that not many people even know the behind the scenes or the context of it, to be honest, more than me and my brother. And it gets lonely. There's times where we're super lonely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I wish I could just hug a girl or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds so simple. I'm like, I wish I could have a girl with me here. And there is a scenario where it can work. It's just not right now with the resources that and the place I am in my career right now, because there's plenty of famous and more successful comedians who have families. And I see it all the time. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's because they're $20 million in the bank in a year. Yeah, you can bring your family on the road with you.
Yeah. Or do fewer dates.
Bring them to one weekend.
Yep.
And then come home and then do the same thing next week, right? But me, every day in a different city, this country, that continent, it's like, how are you supposed to maintain that? And that's the reason why I had to end my relationship, unfortunately, which is tough because I genuinely really liked the person I was with, and she was great. There was nothing wrong with her and nothing wrong with me, for that matter. It's just, it was a circumstance that just couldn't keep us together. And that part's super sad, I'm not gonna lie. And so you always have to just battle that, you know? It's like, well, comedy's my baby.
Yeah.
This is my priority. But there are times I'm still human, and like I would love some female connection, right?
Yeah.
You want to have someone that's by your side and like elevates you and pushes you, and you know, you can touch them and whatever. It's like that physical energy, right? So yeah, it gets lonely at times, especially when I'm with my brother all the time. It's like, well, I'm not gonna fucking touch him.
Yeah, you're spooning him. How many times can you do that? You know?
And so yeah, you know, it's kind of it's pretty much like that. But
like your end goal, again, you didn't say it's an end goal, but you know you're on this path.
Yeah.
Right? You're 30, which is really young for a man too, but like it's tough.
Yeah.
Like that's impossible to maintain.
Everything's hard. I don't know. It's like you just have to choose your heart. Like it is what it is.
Absolutely.
It's like, sure, like I can't have that, but I have something most people don't have. So it's like I can't just look at that and be like, I don't have this. I have to also look at the positive stuff too.
Absolutely.
Right? So it's give and take, it's sacrifice.
Yep.
That's all I know is sacrifice. And once again, it goes back to what my parents did. I'm like, well, this is what my parents would have to do. They would do something similar to this. I have to sacrifice something in order to be great at one thing.
Yeah.
And that's right now. Maybe I'll change my mind in 10 years or 15 years, right? It's like, and by that point, I'm still a dude, and like, it's not as hard for me. As a woman, maybe it's tougher if you want to have family, right? It's like biological clock.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. For me, I'm not too worried about that. I'm also very confident and hopeful that there is a scenario in my life where something naturally can work with a woman. It's just right now, it just can't happen.
Yeah, dude. I get it, man. It gets lonely out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go away for 3 days for work, and then you're just like, oh, I can't wait to get home to see my wife or the kids. 100%. And like, I get it.
Yeah. Like, you know, some people have that and they're very rich in life, but they hate their job. Exactly. Or they hate the people they're with, or whatever. It's like,
absolutely.
It's give and take. I don't know. You can't have it all. You can't be great at all of them.
Nope.
If you want to be a great comedian, a great artist, you might be a shitty dad or a shitty partner. When you want to be a great dad and a great partner, your career is going to take a hit.
Absolutely.
So
there's always trade-offs. Absolutely.
Always trade-offs.
Yeah. The last piece, man, there's so many people out there that were in your shoes 10 years ago. Should I do this? Should I get in there? Like, what's some real advice? Like, even, hey, dude, see if you're even funny.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like before you even go there, like if you try and you're not funny, don't tell someone keep going at it. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
what's some good advice for someone who wants to get into this career? Because it's fucking hard.
Yeah. Well, it's hard, but it's also the most fun. So I think the basis of it all is if you're not having fun, then there's no point of you doing it. Because I've had fun this whole time.
Right.
It's been extremely tough at times, but I always remind myself, well, what I'm doing is fun. How hard could it be? So that's the mentality you have to have is never lose sight of why you're doing it, and also understand why you are doing it in the first place. Because that's why I think actually matters is know your why.
Yep.
And from there, everything kind of comes into place, and you build a flow. And I don't know, you should always be more patient too. Patient? And because you just never know. There's so many times where I've wanted to give up and I'm discouraged. But I don't, because I'm like, just keep trying. The people who fail never stop. And I like Alex Hormozy. I don't know if you know Alex Hormozy, but I love what he talks about with that stuff. He's like, well, the only people who fail are the people who stop. And I'm not willing to stop, so I won't fail.
Yeah.
But I will fail in micro ways along the way, but for a bigger cause. And because you have to fail in order to succeed. So I always think just find what you're passionate about and stick with it and try different ways. Just because one way doesn't work doesn't mean another way won't work. And maybe both together might work. Or especially with social media, it's like use that as a tool more than anything.
Yeah.
Without social media, I wouldn't have a career. And so look at me. It's like I'm not anything special. You know, I'm just like a normal dude who is funny, and I just try hard. Yeah. I just fucking take more shots. That's why I'm here. There's plenty more funnier people out there than me that I know personally, but they're not doing anything in their careers because they're not willing to try. And I'm like, well, I don't feel bad for you, to be honest, because I'm like, you have all the tools in front of you. Just do it. So that also comes down to like the will and the sacrifice and the passion.
That's great advice. Would you have ever quit, do you believe, if you didn't have like a support of a brother there to kind of slap you into gear along, or your mom or whoever? Because sometimes when you're on an island truly by yourself, it's like, all right, fuck it. I'll go be an engineer or kinesiology or whatever.
No, I'm not sure, because it has definitely helped me a lot having my brother on my team, and he's elevated my brand more than I could have on my own. But I mean, as far as I know, before he even came along, I was ready to risk it all and just continue going on my own.
Awesome.
There's nothing that's going to stop me.
Yeah.
And now with that mentality on top of what I have, it's like, it's unstoppable, I think.
Last question. If you had $500,000 pumped into the brand, this stupid brand, like where would that money go? Like what would you do to like help get you to the next level? Because you talked about, you know, documenting this and the shows and everything, like or whatever the amount of money is, like how would you invest that to get it?
All into the brand to elevate everything I'm doing. Like hire more people to help build the content, videographers, you know, people to vlog 24/7, edit stuff, like things that could just make my brand and my content better.
Yeah.
That's it. More writers, help with like writing new scripts and build new jokes, like everything. I'm not ashamed of any of that, because I think it's like, why not put more into your brand and invest in yourself more, and also into my health too. But it's like all of them kind of are correlated. Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. You should package that, because I know there's people that would get behind that, right? Like that believe in you and double down.
100%. Yeah. So
awesome. So now I'll vet everyone, whoever wants to see that, man.
Yeah. You better. Yeah.
Right. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you. I know you got to get out of here.
Thanks,
you got more
man.
tours, but like as a proud Canadian, like you're rocking it. As an immigrant, you're rocking it.
Much love.
And we had a blast last night, dude.
Yeah, I'm super happy. Thanks, man.
Keep crushing it. Thanks, brother.
Hey, Alithos Anesti.
Christ has risen. Let's go, dude. That's a great way to.
Great way to finish.
Hey, can you give me one Bianca? Can you what does Bianca think of Trump?
I don't know. I just think like he's kind of cute. You know. I don't know. I mean, like. Okay, yeah, like it's like hard running a country, but like everything's supposed to be hard, you know? I don't know. I just feel like as long as you're like happy and like you're just like trying new things, like that's all that really matters in life, you know, bitch?
Yeah. And your OnlyFans, Bianca, do you want to plug your OnlyFans?
Yeah. So if you want my OnlyFans, it's Star Unicorn 67. That's it. just join and like, I'm just like enjoying life. You should too.
Love Bianca, man. I wish I could hire her. Like, I want her to be my assistant.
Oh, I'm down, bitch.
I'm married though, man. I can't do that, Bianca.
Oh my God, like you're just like, you're silly. I can't believe you, George. Was that even a real name, George?
Yeah, it's not. Dude, you're awesome.
Thanks, man.
Keep fucking climbing.
Yeah, always. Much love. All the best to you too.
All the best, man. Thanks for listening to this episode of Invigorate Your Business with George Stroumboulis. Please hit the subscribe and like buttons and follow me on all the main podcast streaming channels. Also, please share your comments when you can. I appreciate your help in expanding this network to a worldwide audience. Until next time, stay invigorated.